What is up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? This is your boy Big Daddy Slash coming back at you with a brand new video. And today, guys, I'm going to be talking a little bit about Boogie2988. So let's get right into the video right now. Guys, so in today's video, I want to talk a little bit about Boogie2988. He just put out a video a couple days ago talking about how he's doing after his divorce, how he made it through, and he said he wanted to be 100% upfront and honest in this video. And he says a lot of things in the video about how he's doing and things like that. And there's some things I want to touch on base, but first I want to show you a small clip of what he said in the video, and then I want to give you guys my thoughts and what I've gone through and my opinions on the video right after.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie2988 coming at you live once again through the power of the internet. And here's a video I've been meaning to make for a while, because if you follow me on social media, if you watch my videos here, you may know that I've been doing the same thing over the last 6 months that I've done my entire life. I have pushed relentless positivity here on the channel. I have done everything I can to overcome and distract myself from all of the negative feelings and negative emotions that I've been having, and I haven't really shared as much of those as I can, and for a few good reasons. Firstly, I feel like a broken record. All I have to talk about right now is the weight loss and my divorce, the weight loss and the divorce, the weight loss and divorce, and Lord knows I upload a video about it once a week, and when I do, I try to put the breakthroughs in. I try to talk about the positive stuff. I like to talk about the recovery. It doesn't really seem like I should talk about this negative stuff over and over and over again, so that's one of the reasons I keep it off of social media. Secondly, there's a group of people that follow me that are always afraid that I'm playing the victim when I talk about the negative stuff. They're always afraid that I'm trying to evoke empathy and sympathy, and certainly I like all the empathy and sympathy that I can get. I'm a human being, and we all do want that stuff. But I talk about this stuff because sometimes it's therapeutic for me to talk about it. Sometimes when I talk about it, it can help you guys. And so that's the primary purpose of this video. I want to be self-indulgent, and I want to talk about the stuff. And I want you guys to be able to relate to it and hopefully see your own issues in my issues, and then maybe we can solve those issues together. Leads me to everybody's favorite topic, which is my divorce. And I still always want to be very careful about what I say here, because at the end of the day, the divorce was a positive thing for both me and her. I'm happier, I feel less pressure, I feel less anxiety. I'm able to focus exclusively on me and everything that I need, and to do the things that I need. And my ex-wife seems to be happier too, so I think in the end it's a good thing. It was just a lot of pain and a lot of frustration and a lot of worry that was just very, very poorly timed. Just a couple of months after the surgery, this was supposed to be the best year of my life. And what sucks is it still is. It really is. It's just there's the ghost of that haunting it, and it kind of taints everything I do. I think the best part of my divorce is I still talk to my ex-wife every couple of days, sometimes every day. We're still very friendly. We share aspects of our lives. We share dog pictures. We play Words with Friends together. We talk about how we're recovering and how we're doing. And like, that's a very, very beautiful thing. And I'm so grateful to have that in my life. But there is still a lot of pain there. There's still a lot of like frustration and misery, and sometimes a little bit of anger, which is not something I like feeling ever, because I don't feel I'm very good at feeling anger, due to my family history. And I bury those feelings for the most part. I talk about it in therapy when I do see my therapist, but I haven't talked to my therapist in a while, and it's just kind of, I don't know, it's just, my brain is kind of in a situation where it's just chaos all the time. It's just chaos. I mean, I really am feeling like this emotional stew in my brain all the time of positive feelings, negative feelings, numbness, frustration, and anger. At one moment I'm in jubilation because I'm in a hotel in New York meeting some of my favorite creators and hugging Casey Neistat. But then I'm thinking, man, if only it had worked with my ex-wife. I wish she was here. I wish she was in New York with me. I wish we were doing these cool things. Or I'm loving on my dog, and I'm enjoying my pet, and I'm thinking, man, I wonder if he misses Des. I wonder if this is something that he wished hadn't happened. How do I fix this? How do I fix any of this? And there is no fixing any of it. It's just a matter of therapy and time and exposure and just getting over it. Just getting over it. It's true for him. It's true for me. It's true for everyone.
Guys, so there you see in the video. And as he talked in the video, he talked a little bit about staying in contact with his ex, and they have a really good relationship, and he talks to her, every other day or a couple days a week. And the first advice that I can give someone that's going through a situation like this is, you can't get over someone if they're still there. My opinion is, and I've gone through this, guys, when you go through a breakup like he did, and you wanna keep some of that normalcy in your life, and you don't want to lose the person completely. The problem with that is you never heal. So you're constantly thinking that, you'll put up a post, and I did this. You'd put up a post to that person on your Facebook, hoping that they would see it, and it would snap them back to reality, and they'd think, how much they still loved you and they still cared about you. And the honest to God truth is, that's not the case. That's not going to happen. When a person's made up their mind that that's it. No matter how much you try to show that person you love them, no matter how much, you can't love someone enough for two people. It's got to be a mutual thing. And unfortunately, people, it takes you a long time to get to that point. And I was at that point for a long, long time. And the only way that I got over it was I broke all contact with her. No longer looked at her Facebook. No longer answered replies. Didn't call her. Didn't talk to her. And that's the only way you can heal yourself. And at this point, down the road, maybe years down the road, you can be friends. Like, I'm friends with one of my exes, and it took probably 10 years before I talked to her again. But you got to let those wounds heal. As long as your ex is in your life, it's never going to heal. Because every time she calls you or she, wants to have, you want to go do something, blah, 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 in your mind, because you still love her, you're thinking that it's moving in that right direction. And I think that that's where Boogie's at. And I think that he's never going to heal 100% unless he cuts her out of his life. As bad as that sounds, you got to do it for yourself. They're happy. They've moved on. They've done this, and they're doing them. You have to do you. You can't put your life in a suspended animation, which I did for a long, long time. And I had to get her out of my life. It's like I said, when you're in a relationship and you love someone, it's almost like a drug addiction. Like that, she was my addiction. Like, she was everything to me. And to lose that, you want it back. You would do anything to get it back, and you would believe anything they tell you, and you hang on to the slightest, opportunity to fix that relationship. And as long as, like I said, as long as you are having that person in your life, that wound is never going to heal. You have to get away from it. You have to move on. You have to, I've always said, cry the tears, feel the pain, get it out of your system. If you feel you need to sit down and break down, do it. Allow yourself to go through it. Allow yourself to feel that pain, and then get up, dust yourself off, and move on. That is the only thing you can do in life. And I hope that Boogie understands that. And I know he's still at that new place. Like, people are like, well, it's been months. Well, it was years for me. You don't just stop loving someone overnight. No matter how much dirt they did to you or how bad they was at the end, you always still love that person. You have to get away. You have to take yourself out of that position and fix you. Find out who you are without that person in your life again. And that's a hard thing to do, guys. I know that it's a hard thing to do, and he's struggling with it, especially, he's going to all these places for the first time by himself. He's living life by himself for the first time, and it's scary. I mean, it's when you lose that other half of you, it's like a huge hole in your life. Like, you know, you look for anything to fill it, and you gotta be careful, because that's a slippery slope, and you just gotta be strong. That's all you can do. So that's kind of where I want to leave the video. I hope that these words help some people. I know Boogie's probably never going to see this video. I hope that he gets to the point that I did, where I am now. I hope that it doesn't take him as long as it did me, because, man, when you're in that situation, you don't really hear voices around you. You don't, the people who are giving you advice and trying to help you, you don't hear that. You're so blinded by the pain that you're going through. But you're also a lot of people like me who are try to put on a brave front and not show any weakness. And, if anybody asks you, are you okay? You automatically say, yeah, I'm good, I'm fine. Even though you're pretty much breaking down inside. It's one of those things that you honestly, you just have to take it. There's nothing nobody can say to help you. You have to work through it through yourself, and you have to find that inner strength inside of you. And I hope that he gets to the point where he does. And I hope that if you're going through this, anybody that's watching this video is going through this, do know that it gets better. It might not feel like it is ever going to end, like the pain's never going to stop, but it does. And having that person out of your life completely, whether they're, they can't have one foot in your life and one foot out and with somebody else. Because I'm going to tell you now, once you see the person you love in a relationship with someone else, and God forbid that doesn't happen to Boogie, it will crush you. It will devastate you. It is the hardest thing to see someone you love someone else. And I pray to God that Boogie takes himself out of that position, because with his depression and the things that he's going through, that could literally destroy you. So, Boogie, if you see this, buddy, just listen to some of these words. I've been there. I've gone through it. I know that you want to be friends, and down the road, I think that could be a possibility, but first you got to heal yourself. So hopefully these words help, guys. Hey guys, so that's going to do it for today. I know this was kind of one of those unpleasant subjects, but I watched that video and I just felt like I had to say something. I wanted to share my experience and hope that it helps people out there. So thanks for watching the video, guys. As always, I appreciate it so much. The support you guys have showed me in my channel over the last few months has been tremendous, and I love each and every one of you, so thank you. If you're new to my channel, make sure to smash that follow button, and if you do, make sure to hit that notification bell. That way you know every time I upload a new video. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
I do this for my father, who I've only seen from time to time in my dreams. I do this for you. I do this for my mother, who's finally clean, no longer a thing. I do this for you.